Hey y'all, we are back with several more grant opportunities, and we are looking at over $200,000 in grant opportunities coupled with some cohorts and mentorship. And before people start adding things up, I hold cohorts just as valuable as getting cash in hand because access to resources and access to mentors can take your business further than you know, because you are now working with individuals who have experienced what you have experienced, and they are going to catapult your business to success versus getting $50,000 and not knowing exactly what to do with the money, and then you're spending the funds just to have teachable moments. Now, in this video, I have several different grant opportunities. We have cohorts. Of course, we're going to have some state-specific ones. We're going to have industry-specific ones. And if you would like the opportunity for me to pick a grant that is in your industry or is in your city or state, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what type of business you have. And then I'll pull from the comments, and hopefully you might get access to a grant for your city and or industry. With that, let's look at this first grant opportunity. Now, our first grant opportunity is sponsored by the NAACP, and it is their Power Shift Entrepreneurs Grant. This grant does have a deadline, but we have several that are rolling deadlines. So if you missed this one, keep watching for the other opportunities that do not have a deadline. And this opportunity is for all rising and established Black entrepreneurs. So this is yet another opportunity for our startups. And as I've said in most of my videos, when they're asking for a specific identity for the business owner, this is typically 51% or 50%. With this application, you will also have to submit a video, but then if you click on this apply by October 11th button, then it gives you a little bit more information about the grant and things that you want to look for. But what I think is critical, it shows you their previous recipients. I get a lot of comments asking, did anybody get the grant? Is it a scam? Always look at their previous winners. So I would recommend checking out all of these companies so then you can see who have they funded in the past, and are you aligned with any of these individuals, or do you all have any similarities, right? So that is alignment. And then you can click here and look at the live recording. You will have to apply for this grant on Hello Alice, because it took me a while to figure out where is the application. But of course, when we're doing the list, we don't go into all of those details, but definitely go over to Hello Alice in order to apply. But I would recommend looking at these other grant opportunities. Some of them are open, some of them are not, or I'm unclear because I couldn't find the application. But you have the Leslie Certification Boost Grant that's still here, and then you have the Keep It Local Business Fund. So definitely check out the NAACP if you are looking for additional grant opportunities to fund your business. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri, and on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth. Because yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities there. Check out the nonprofit grant playlist. And if you are looking for resources to assist you while filling out those grants or even finding grants, I have launched a second book. I also have that first book that you can go on the website and see some of the reviews, 5 stars, if you're on the fence about purchasing the book. But as you can see, this book is 130 pages of content. It talks about if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, applying for the grants, and it is a workbook. So it gives you that Q&A, it gives you steps, it gives you prompts. It literally helps you think through most grant applications, and the sample answers are invaluable. Please do not plagiarize them because we don't want to do that. But all of that will be on the website. There will be a link in the description for that. And if you would like to further support the channel so I can continue to provide these resources free of charge on YouTube, come on over to the Patreon Yes, information is locked. However, once you become a member, the information will be unlocked. I post different grants in here. I post articles. I post resources. I post cohorts. I post anything that I think will be helpful for you while you're on your entrepreneurship journey. I typically post in the middle of the month just a blast of various grants for that month, as well as if I think there's anything else that will be helpful for you as you get to generational wealth with your business. Now that that's out of the way, our next opportunity is sponsored by the Center for Micro Entrepreneurial Training. Now, this is a cohort. It is for 5 days and it is intensive training for entrepreneurs, and it will help you take your business to the next level. We're going to scroll down to the bottom so we can look at some of the things that they are going to assist you with, and I highly recommend that you peruse their website for more details as well. Now, they focus on sales, finance and capital, development and strategy, networking, e-marketing, and so much more. Their goal is to teach entrepreneurs how to increase operational efficiency. And we all know that inefficiency eats up a lot of dollars from a business owner, right? Because if you're spending 5 hours on something that could take you 30 minutes with the right systems and processes in place, that is money that you are potentially losing for your business, which is why I say these cohorts are invaluable small business grant opportunities that we typically overlook because we're looking for cash in hand versus those in-kind dollars that are given to entrepreneur by experts. And they're also going to connect you with industry experts. And again, y'all, this goes back to you are going to be working with someone who has already went through the trials that you are going to potentially have to go through. And now, instead of it taking you 2 years, it might take you 2 months because you get to skip the teachable moment steps. Okay, y'all, now this opportunity is sponsored by Adobe, and hear me out. It is $10,000 of unrestricted money to use in your business. Now, don't forget, y'all, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, because this is incredibly helpful for me to then peruse and do this research for you all and make sure that what I'm providing is something that is actually going to be helpful for you as a viewer and hopefully now a subscriber if you are not subscribed. Unrestricted money, y'all. Small business grants are typically earmarked on how you can use them in your business. They're saying use it however you want. You must meet their eligibility requirements, which is separate from what can I do with the money after you give me the money. Now, Adobe Creative Residency Community Fund, they are committed to enabling creativity for all and empowering people everywhere with access to the tools, inspiration, and support they need to tell their stories. So this is for individuals that are creators. So that's one of the eligibility requirements. But again, always read their website, read everything. We're not going through the applications, but I want you all to get used to going to these websites, reading the terms and conditions, and making sure you read through fine print, okay? So then this gives you an overview of the program and then things to know about the community. If selected, you'll receive the $10,000. And listen, rolling basis, no deadline startup grant. This is critical, but always apply as soon as you know that the opportunity is out there, because a grantor can close a grant at any time that they see fit for any reason. And we don't want to miss unrestricted money, okay? Now let's quickly look into these eligibility details. You must have a professional portfolio of visual creative work, which if you're a creator, I know you got that. Communicate in English, 18 years of age or older. No degree required, okay? Just got to be 18, have a PayPal account or a bank account, because they got to get you the money some type of way. And then any of the following: a refugee or an internally displaced person due to the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, a current resident of Ukraine, or financially supporting either of the above. So remember, you want to look at this. Financially supporting either of the above. So these two do not have to be applicable to you directly. If you are providing financial support, then you are potentially eligible to walk away with $10,000 of startup funds for your business, okay? And then they're interested in supporting creators with the following types of work. If you have video, photography, graphic design, illustration, product interface design, etc. And then here you're going to click apply. Here, read the Q&A. This is important. Can I apply more than once? No. So you get one shot at this opportunity. And if you have multiple businesses, as I've advised in previous videos, is you're going to pick the business that you think is going to be the strongest applicant for you to walk away with this money. Now, yeah, this opportunity, although it is an accelerator, in my humblest of opinion, is worth probably more than 6 figures. Now, did you leave a comment with where you're watching from and what type of business you have? I sure hope so. This is an opportunity for you to get connected with Target, however you want to pronounce the name. This accelerator, and what they've done is they are making it where everyone can have access to it. In the past, you had to do all these different applications. They were selecting folks. It's probably to save them some time too. But here you sign up for the resources, and then they have various videos, access to expert articles to help you be ready to potentially be inside a Target, and if not Target, just to make your business stronger. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to figure out which stage is yours. Are you learning how to prepare your early stage consumer packaged goods or scale your business? So they even have 2 tracks for you. So if you're a newbie, okay, you're going to say, let me click on this one because I'm in the early stage. We're not ready to scale yet. You can tell them. So you need to tell them about your business and give them that information. So then they will know which resources will be best for you. But you can always visit their learning center. And I want to show you all something that I found because I was all over the learning center looking at the different tools. So small business certifications, beginner's guide to profitability, building your business. So go through all of this information. And then once you finish perusing all of these different opportunities, watching the videos, but before you get deep into that, we're going to go back to the top. We're going to go to the FAQ section, y'all. Now look at this. How can I apply to be a part of a Target Accelerator program? They've done it where it's the learning center, right? You're like, you just told us this. No, look, to stay connected, we invite you to submit the supplier intake form. Please note that both pages of the form must be filled out to be considered complete. This is if you potentially want to be a supplier for Target. Now, you got to be ready though, because if Target comes knocking and your inventory, you can't get them 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, whatever they need, don't do this, okay? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But I'm pretty sure there are several individuals out there that are wondering, how can I get inside of Target? Here's how. Fill out this form and then just wait. Let's go back to the FAQ section. Here, why do I have to fill out the entire supplier intake form again if I already filled it out once? As your business evolves, you might qualify for new opportunities, both within Target accelerators and beyond. New submissions help us make sure we're connecting with relevant resources, tools, and opportunities. To stay connected, you can submit it again. Now, don't go flooding the folks, but if you submitted it and it's been months and you didn't hear anything, or they decided not to move forward, and then your business is now being scaled, apply again. The worst thing they can do is say no, but you also don't want to become that business owner where they're like, okay, this is their 20th application. Like, we're tired of this right now. So be strategic and intentional when you are deciding to apply to potentially become a supplier for Target. So this small business grant opportunity, y'all, as I said, is invaluable and worth well up into 6 figures because you're going to get access to resources, access to mentors, individuals that might be able to take you somewhere else, as they said here, both within Target Accelerator and beyond. All right, this grant opportunity is for $15,000, y'all, plus $19,000 in in-kind services, and that is just for the grand prize. We have several other prizes that they are giving for this small business grant opportunity, and it is sponsored by Enthuse Foundation, and it is a pitch competition, but then also you're going to do a cohort and get connected with mentors as well. And this is for women entrepreneurs who are making their mark on the food, beverage, and CPG industries. So what's important, you're going to look at their timeline, make sure that you haven't missed the deadline. If you do miss the deadline, please remember that there are several no deadline rolling deadline business grant opportunities in this video. There are several in other videos. And if you would like for me to find grants in your state as well as your industry, make sure you're leaving me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what type of business that you have, and I will look for opportunities in both those industries as well as city and state. And we're just going to scroll down because I want to look at the other prizes that they have, as well as additional eligibility requirements. So food, beverage, or CPG business founder. Women own at least 51% of the business. The company has a minimum amount of sales of at least $10,000. Business created on or after January 1, 2020. This is important. Your business has to be 4 years or less. Okay. They're looking for startups. They don't want folks that's been in business more than 4 years. So if that is you, unfortunately, you're not eligible for this startup grant opportunity, but check out the other videos. And then your revenue does not exceed $750,000. As I've said in my other videos, always make sure you look at the full rules and eligibility requirements, because typically what happens is there are things in this fine print that are put in here intentionally because they know that business owners are not going to come to this page. They're not going to read it line by line, and it makes it easier for them to be able to kick your application out. So then you would no longer be eligible for a grant opportunity purely because you did not take the time to read these 9 pages of information to make sure that you provided them everything that they're asking for. Now, if we go all the way down, we're going to look at the grand prize, which we talked about. $15,000 cash, no strings attached. Now, we know no strings attached is a beautiful thing because that means that this is an unrestricted grant opportunity, but always remember, y'all, Uncle Sam gets a cut, okay? Grants are taxable income. So please make sure that you're setting aside a percentage for those taxes. And then you're going to get 20 hours of in-kind business services from Enthuse Marketing, which is valued at $10,000. Access to Hummingbird's user-generated content platform, which is $3,000. And then one social media package from Seafood Media that includes 12 pieces of original content, $3,500. 1 year of Luminary membership, $2,000, and then 1 year learning pass from Emerge CPG, which is valued at $897. 1 hour of coaching call with Kelly Parker, the founder of Send Ribbon, and that is $250, so valued at $34,000 plus. But then you have a runner-up, okay? The runner-up is going to get $10,000 of unrestricted money for her business. And it could be his and her because remember, it has to be a percentage that is owned by a woman. 20 hours of in-kind, so you get all of the other things. And then you have an audience choice. So there must be a voting period of some sort. $2,500 cash, no strings attached, access to Hummingbird, and then that total package is for $5,500. Now with that, y'all, I need for you to go ahead and get to applying for these grant opportunities. Figure out which one works for you. If one doesn't work for you, check out my 2 previous videos where I specifically post several non-deadline small business grant opportunities that will be helpful for your business. As always, check out the ebook, go to the Patreon, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz to support the channel and to make sure this continues to show up on your feed so you are not missing access to free money for your business. But as always, you know that I'm grateful for all of you all that have continued to support me while I'm on this journey. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to see me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having a beautiful day. And I will see you all next time.